The shooting appears to have happened despite some advance warning. It turns out 5 months ago, the FBI was tipped off in a way that a YouTube commenter was discussing his intent to be a professional school shooter.
And how did the FBI respond?
They responded pretty immediately. I had a field agent contact me and meet me at my office the very next morning, and unfortunately I wasn't able to provide them with much.
Well, you gave them the user's name, right, which is the same exact name as the shooter.
I'm sure had more time and effort been put into finding out who the username belongs to, if that's even possible. I don't know how many Nikolas Cruzes there are on YouTube, but they would have been able to find out who this person was.
But as you heard, the FBI was not able to identify Cruz.
In 2017, the FBI received information about a comment made on a YouTube channel. The comment simply said, "I'm going to be a professional school shooter." No other information was included with that comment, which would indicate a time, location, or the true identity of the person who made the comment. The FBI conducted database reviews, checks, but was unable to further identify the person who actually made the comment.
Ron Hosko is a former FBI assistant director here in Washington, and he joins us tonight. Ron, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure.
What happened here, do you think?
You know, I think that at first blush, I think the FBI worked within its guidelines. The FBI is bound by a document. It's about this thick. It's known as the Dialogue. They take that Bible very seriously, and it's really a document that's meant to limit the power of the FBI, keep them from excess, and that guides when the circumstances in which they can open a case, the techniques that they can use in pursuing a case, very often when they must close a case. So we've heard that conversation with some terrorism cases that have been closed and then somebody strikes. We saw it in Boston and other places around the country. That document is intended to protect the organization. It is intended to protect you and I from FBI excesses.
So in this specific case, how did that prevent the FBI from moving forward?
Well, I suspect what happened here is, as they're working within their guidelines, there's a couple levels of cases that they can work. The lowest level of that is essentially, it's called an assessment. I have very little information to start. I do not have enough predication to start a preliminary inquiry or a full investigation and use all the FBI's tools. I have very little. The guidance of the Dialogue also does this. The FBI is a federal investigative agency. Its focus is on the federal law. That Dialogue is pointing them towards federal crimes and national security threats. And here, on its face, you may have neither of those two things. You have some words that some would say, that's freedom of speech.
Right.
I'm not threatening somebody directly. I'm just throwing up some hate supposition on the internet and walking away from it, stirring people up.
That's a totally fair point. Right. I wonder, we've been pretty tough on the FBI recently on this show, and I think in a way that's warranted. But I also think in cases like this, are we vesting too much confidence in all of our law enforcement that they can prevent people bent on mass murder from committing it? That seems like a lot to ask.
Well, that is a lot to ask. First, I think law enforcement absolutely has to try to connect up.
Yeah.
And here, I do think the FBI probably owes us a little bit more clarity on what steps they took. However, if I don't like something you say on this show, and I'm sitting at the FBI, and you've been critical of them recently, they don't get to start a case on Tucker.
Oh, that's right.
And start following him, because one of those things of an authorized purpose is it can't be for protected First Amendment rights.
Now, I'm sorry, you a minute ago referenced DIAG, just for...
The DIAG, right.
DIAG. Can you just tell us what that's... Is that an acronym? What is that?
It is the FBI's investigative and operational guide.
Okay, so it's the handbook.
It's the handbook. It's this thick. All right. Everyone is tested on it. They they get lectures on it from internal legal teams. They adhere to that. It's audited. Their conduct is audited. There's somebody looking over their shoulder to say you did this right or you were outside of the bounds on this. And First Amendment protected speech is one of those key areas that the Dialogue talks about repeatedly. And so they may have had an authorized purpose to start an assessment. but they can use very few tools. And what Rob Lasky referred to right there is open source. They can do database checks,
right.
Other government agency database checks, or open source. And that's about it. This is not the type of case where you're going to go to the U.S. Attorney's Office and say, give me a stack of subpoenas, I'm going to start chasing.
So if somebody says, I may become a professional school shooter, who knows what it means, but if he said, I'm going to shoot up this school on this date, presumably the FBI...
Now you have a better starting point, right?
Okay.
But here, if I'm listening to those words, and I've had this experience, one of my first questions is on its face, is this prosecutable? Will the U.S. Attorney's Office take this? The answer is no.
No, it is no. Yeah, it's a shame. Ron, thank you for that.
My pleasure.